taking out all the stuff and trying to remember, meeting other well-known herbologists, trying to so on and so forth. But this book I got opened my eyes to the possibility that exists in India on a very vast scale, where the benefits, firstly through knowledge, can be shared with villagers, it can be shared with townspeople and everything. Most of these herbs, they have described 25 herbs, 25 or 30. The photograph is given. Where it is found, some of these grow in, let's say, where construction is happening. So a lot of these, at least 10 of these herbs can be found in Delhi in a totally urban built-up environment. And some of them are like what you call रामबाण, कि वो एक चीज़ के लिए नहीं, वो almost किसी भी बीमारी को ठीक कर सकते हैं, बहुत सारी चीज़ों को. It's like a multi-spectrum drug. एक उसमें है बिच्छू बूटी. बिच्छू बूटी को धूप में तोड़ के उसकी चाय बना के उसके पत्ते सुखा के, अब पहाड़ों में बहुत होती है बिच्छू, and people would think कि इसको ख़त्म कर देना चाहिए because it is इससे कांटे चुभते हैं, ये होता है वो होता है. It is like one of those रामबाण. Then there is a 14th century formula with 7 or 8 things. It's called, in Austrian language they call it elixir of life. आप उसकी कुछ बूंदें डाल दीजिए. My husband was suffering from cancer. I believe, because I gave him those drops, that he recovered, he became completely all right, etc., etc. But it may not be. But I'm saying whatever happens to me, I try to keep those drops and I just put them in my mouth. Usme there is camphor. There is one formulation without camphor. Now that formulation is given there. You can make it yourself. Anybody can make it. And most of those things are available. So similarly, if we choose 30-40 things, you have tulsi, you have haldi, you have lasan, which people can access anywhere, and you can generate resources. With those resources, you setting up a university or being conscientious can put back that money, have people grow those things and say that, I mean, it has to be done at an individual level. I mean, today with free enterprise and private enterprise and all that, I don't think if we expect the government to do, I'm saying there's certain things that can be done here and now. It doesn't take that much. With 20,000, you said 20,000?
200,000.
200,000 that they have documented. You can, and that book is, by the way, called God's Own Pharmacy. She didn't even bring out that book. I think it was brought out much, much later, just before she died. But she has written the name of 3 or 4 topmost herbologists. Now those people can be contacted if people want one-on-one. But I'm saying in India, you can make a directory of people and say that somebody in that region, say somebody in Orissa can go to this herbal doctor, then that guy can go and pay him something. If he goes to some tribal doctor in his neighborhood, in every district you can make a directory like that. So there are many possibilities. What I'm saying is for people to themselves also be able to locate these things. I mean, I told my friends, they are going to Nainital or Bhimtal or whatever, कि एक बोरी भर के मेरे लिए वो ले आना. अभी मैंने अपना बनाना शुरू कर दिया यहाँ पे, उसको सुखाया और then I distributed to friends and I said, उसकी चाय पी के देखो, तुम दुबले भी हो जाओगे, ये भी हो जाएगा. For cholesterol, you have, there are also, people, doctors who are trained in the Western system or who are highly trained, whether in the medical system or who are like you, who know both the sides of the coin. And they are opting now for homeopathy, for herbal medicine and so on, and they are also knowledgeable. Another example I wanted to say, for cholesterol, this is a multi-billion-dollar industry. For high cholesterol, you have the statin. Now there is something called red yeast rice. There is a yeast that grows on red rice, and the suppliers are Korea and India. And then from here, I tried to find this because they said the statin causes some other side effects. So I said I'm going to stop it and I'm going to take something else. So started trying to find out. And I called this doctor who's a Radha Swami. Now he's managing 3 hospitals in Apka, Dayal Bagh. He's a doctor from AIMS. He's telling me now take homeopathy for this, give your husband homeopathy, take herbal medicine. I said I've researched, it says red yeast rice. He says yes, you can take this, but you have to get it from abroad. So then I found out the supplier of this powder, this red yeast rice powder, supplier is in Bombay. He says this is coming from India and from Korea and maybe China, I don't know. It is packaged here, it is sent as powder, then it is put into pills and it's sold, it's being eaten in Europe and America. So I said, but why is it not available in India? He said, oh, it's available in 1 or 2 places, but it costs 10 times more than what it costs there. It should be 10 times less. So for $80, you will get 100 pills. Whereas there for $80, you will get 2,000 pills. And so that thing, I was on it for 3 years, and basically my reading was the same as the reading that I got after eating statins. So that powder, so I said, why are the people not supplying it cheap? He says there's no demand. For 10 years people abroad are researching and eating that red yeast rice thing, but in India, from where it is going, nobody knows. He says it will take 10 years before people are persuaded that they can have these things. So I'm just saying that there is a lot of things that can be done immediately for sustainable this thing, and getting not just recording the knowledge, but that should be transmitted.
There are 3 others yet. Can we?
Yeah.
We'll have to leave the hall very soon.
Yeah, sure. Please.
Okay. 3 right here. Prachi, Sumega, and then.